Hey, all right.
Ah, we're live.
Yeah, that was unexpected. Sorry, guys. Go ahead. Quite unexpected.
All right, it's like I thought, all right, so from the angle we had, I could only see myself from here up, and I felt like I was on one of my company Zoom calls.
Welcome to the party.
Hello.
Hey, Disney friends.
Hello. Well, welcome, Disney friends, to WDW Parkhoppers Live. I am Parkhopper Sid.
And I am Parkhopper John, and that's the cast and crew. Together we are WDW Parkhoppers. We want to welcome you to WDW Parkhoppers Live, coming to you from our palatial estate here at Parkhopper Studio.
Well, and when we're at the studios, you can see, all right, security is doing their sweep behind us.
Right.
And the intern is, let's face it, he's an unpaid intern. He's probably sleeping somewhere.
That's right.
And whatever the new guy's job is.
Yeah, we're working on it.
All right, it's been a year and we still don't have a good job for him. Well, we do want to remind you to please visit our website at wdwparkhoppers.com. Find us here on Facebook, over on Twitter, YouTube, or Instagram at WDW Parkhoppers. And now, let's hop into the news.
So we got some new security measures coming in and being tested over at Disney Springs. And that's very interesting, very exciting. Very exciting. I almost got it.
This is what happens when the camera starts before we're ready.
Disney is testing new security scanner technology for guests at Disney Springs. The new contactless body scanning software.
Can you say that 5 times fast?
I can, actually. Powered by Evolve Technology, said to screen guests quickly and safely. Roughly around 3,500 guests an hour.
Wow.
If implemented at Disney parks, the technology could drastically decrease wait times at theme park checkpoints. Guests could no longer have to open all their bags at Disney security. So that'd be kind of nice.
Absolutely. As someone who has bags inside of bags and other little bags, because I try to keep it organized.
Yeah.
It's huge.
That's a big deal. Evolve Technology states that the new scanners could check over 3,600 people per hour. Visitors can walk through side by side or in groups. Scanners are made to detect guns. Oops, sorry, I should have said that on YouTube. Pew-pews or other types of
pew-pew or stabs,
or other type of
sprays or
defensive things. And the system is made to display where the particular threat is on a person's body or in their bag. Security members get that notification in real time. During the testing, you can see a Disney security cast member watching a tablet while guests are passing by. So it's going to look a lot like this.
So they're not checking Facebook? Is that what you're telling me?
I think they're checking Facebook.
It's very possible.
Stronger security measures don't necessarily seem very magical, but for the Disney magic to happen, safety must come first. Whether checking for weapons or high body temperatures, which is another thing they're supposed to be able to do, it appears that Disney's looking forward with new ideas and solutions. If Disney Springs tests go well, you could see them replace bag check at all theme parks in the United States. Another piece of this technology is supposed to be thermal scanning. So that's, you okay?
So if you look behind us, I can hear it. And I looked and I saw it. And there's our security guard.
Casey rubbing up against the couch.
Our security guard is rubbing up against the couch because she doesn't like her new harness.
They're supposed to be able to scan for heat, temperature, body temperature for people walking in, and facial recognition. So let's just say that Parkhopper John has his pass, but Parkhopper Sid does not. When we walk through, they'll come by and go, excuse me, ma'am, get out.
Well, not that I don't have my pass.
Get out.
But maybe I did something that Disney told me I needed to take a time out.
If you'd like to check out some of that technology, you can go to Evolve Technology's website. Check that out. It's very interesting. I'm kind of torn. I have my misgivings about some of that technology. I understand it in the theme parks. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of it at Disney Springs.
Well, I think it's at Disney Springs because they're testing it.
Right.
And Disney parks aren't open yet. And if they just waited until the parks were open, then we'd be in a little bit of trouble because we'd be, lines would be even backed up longer and they'd have to do training. So this way they can actually train people. They can train people without having to shut down the parks or delay it or anything like that. Like, we have a test case ready
Right.
to go right there.
Right. We're being tested, and
Yes.
they'll be good to go. Now, the funny thing is I think Disney just got done ripping out all the entrance at Animal Kingdom and replacing it because they wanted to make bigger entryways and have a big, nice covered area for bag check. So they're going to have to rip some of that
Well, they're
stuff
actually
out.
in the process of doing it right now, so maybe they were smart enough to plan ahead, and I think that's kind of coinciding with this, that they're actually installing these at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that.
Let's go with that.
I'm the Pollyanna of the pair. All right. So we do have a little bit of sad news for this year. I know. We are upset also, Casey. So we have enjoyed in the past many years of the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Food and Wine Classic. This year, it has been canceled. Due to coronavirus, COVID-19, they have decided, it's like she knows.
Once the camera comes on, the barking comes out.
It's almost hysterical because she's been quiet for 2 hours.
They've been asleep for the last 2 hours. That's the problem.
We're talking to someone and it's not them.
Yeah, you keep talking.
All right. So, Swan and Dolphin Food and Wine Classic has been canceled for 2020. This event was set to take place November 6th and 7th. And due to some of the ongoing concerns with COVID-19, the regulations on social distancing and masks, et cetera, they have decided that they are canceling it for this year. They hope to reschedule it for a date in 2021. It has not been determined, so maybe it'll move earlier in the year.
Mm-hmm.
This event, if you've never been, look for it to come up soon. The annual event, it features wine and beer seminars and tasting stations and live music from and food from the chefs. And the chefs are on hand to describe their dishes and answer questions and do meet and greets and signatures. And it's great. It really is a fun event. So we are very sad to see that go for this year, but we look forward to it coming back again.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful. There's some troubling news coming out of the China area, so there might be another round of this coming, and I think that people are looking farther ahead and going, you know what, let's go ahead and stop it. We don't have to worry about it. But
well, and it's also the fact that we really don't know. Like, I work in the hospitality industry. Anybody who's watching this has heard me say that. And most of our hotels, if you're not in that industry, you may not realize most hotels everywhere are still closed.
Right.
A few are opening here and there. We have a couple that opened a few weeks ago. We have some that are opening over the next 10, 15 days. And then we have some that still don't know when they're going to open or have an opening date of August 1st.
Yeah.
So they've been closed since the middle of March to August 1st. This is just absolutely killing our industry. So with that being said, we don't know what will be happening. Nobody thought we'd still be sitting here.
Right.
So we don't know what's going to be happening by November.
Right. And this came up last night in the Disney Parks podcast. This specific event was run by one person who is no longer with that company.
Correct.
And the rumor has been that this person was really the driving force behind this event. And so now nobody's there to pick up the slack for this event. So they're like...
They picked it up last year.
They did.
Smile and nod.
Sort of.
Okay. Hey.
Hey, before we move on, we want to let you know about our good friends over at the Disney List. Kristen and Aljon are amazing friends. We consider them family. They have a great website that has just been reborn as the Disney List. They share our stuff. We want to share their stuff. So make sure that you go find them. You can find them on Facebook at facebook.com/the Disney List. I think they go live on Sunday nights.
We know they go live on Sunday nights because we're watching.
That's right. And so go check them out and tell them that WDW Parkhoppers sent you.
Absolutely. Also, if you are in a place that you can afford to do a little good and you would like to help support an amazing organization, we have partnered with the local Lake Buena Vista Relay for Life. We are still doing this. They are no longer able to have the in-person relays this year, again, due to social distancing, COVID-19, making sure everyone is healthy. So if you would like to support us, we would greatly appreciate that. Please go check it out at wdwparkhoppers.com/relay. Any kind of donation, $5 would be amazing. And if you would be willing to make that donation and then share and encourage your friends and family to do the same, we would so appreciate that. One thing that we keep saying, and it's always the truth, you know, cancer doesn't take a quarantine, so we can't take a quarantine from the fundraising and from new awareness.
That's right.
So
cancer doesn't take a break.
Cancer never takes a break.
All right. And I know that you guys are probably still dealing with the effects of being you know, in your houses forever. But we're all still shopping on Amazon, right?
Thank you, Amazon.
And if you are, we would ask you to do one simple thing that would help us out a lot. We don't do Patreon. We don't do any of that kind of stuff. We simply ask if you're going to go do any shopping on Amazon that you go to wdwparkhoppers.com/Amazon, and magically you'll be transformed to Amazon, transported to Amazon. And what that'll do is let Amazon know that you came there with our special little link, and a couple of percentages of what you purchased will come back to us. It doesn't cost you anything more.
0.25%.
Yeah,
but you know what
changed.
adds up?
That actually changed recently. It's gotten less. It's crazy. But it does add up. It helps us out tremendously. It doesn't cost you any more money, but it does benefit us and helps us do some of the things that we've been doing.
Absolutely.
And that helps keep us up and running, and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And you will notice that all of your settings, all of your passwords, everything still works just the way it worked before. All it's going to do is A, tell Amazon that we sent you, and B, the first page you open up to is everything Disney that you could possibly want that they sell on Amazon. Mm-hmm. How can this be bad?
It's not.
It's not.
It's not at all.
All right. And we do have some other good news.
Yay.
If you have a Tables in Wonderland card, and if you're wondering what that is, I will explain that as we go. A Tables in Wonderland memberships will be extended for the number of days that the parks were closed.
Sweet. We got a good deal.
Very excited. We actually bought ours about, 2 weeks before all of this happens.
Yeah.
All right. So the good news is that despite all of the Disney World parks being closed, Tables in Wonderland memberships are being extended the number of days the parks are closed. Yay! As I said, I would explain it. Tables in Wonderland is a dining discount program for annual pass holders. So this is not your meal plan when you come down on vacation. We've had a couple people ask us that. It's not, it's not anything like that. What it is you give them your card, you get 20% off your food and beverage. It's good for up to 10 guests in your party. Most places will make you put everything on one check. Sometimes they don't, but okay. You also receive special dining offers, invitation to dining events, complimentary resort hotel valet, and theme park parking for dining purposes. Now, I do say 20% off food and beverages, but they do add back in an 18% gratuity. So, and you're like, well, then you're not really getting a discount. No, you don't have to pay tip. If you want to add some on top of that, the wait staff would love you for that. They would appreciate it. If they've gone above and beyond, please feel free. But you're still getting that 20% discount. They just expect you to tip.
Right. Right.
So, and as a part of that, just a reminder, Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom are opening July 11th. Epcot and Hollywood Studios are opening July 15th. Tables in Wonderland members will be able to use their discounts again at that time, or you can go down to Disney Springs now, and many of the restaurants are accepting it as we speak.
That's right. Yep. What better time to go to Disney Springs than
right now? It's a growling beagle.
All right. And our last story for the day is Disney is suggesting that guests who have...
What is in your drink?
I don't know. Upcoming reservations, if they haven't already canceled them, to use online check-in. Because one thing that Disney doesn't want you to do is go to the front desk, if at all possible. They're trying to avoid people grouping at the front desk or just hanging out. There's no reason to be around groups of people or their cast members if you don't need to. So use the online check-in feature. Disney World hotels are going to be reopening later on this month, and the theme parks will also be reopening next month. Disney's suggesting that guests with upcoming reservations use the online check-in to help with social distancing efforts. Using online check-in will also allow guests to avoid delays. Online check-in allows guests to go directly to their room once they arrive in the hotel, as long as the room is available. Don't misunderstand.
And the online check-in will tell you if it is.
That's right. Don't think that you're going to bypass the system and go, oh, the room's only available at 3 o'clock. Well, I'm getting there at 9:15, so that room's going to be available because you said, I heard Parkhopper John say it. No, you didn't.
Parkhopper John would never say it, and if he did, nobody's going to believe him.
That's true.
All right.
The process can be done in advance on the Disney World website or in the My Disney Experience app. Guests will need their Magic Band or the Unlock Door feature on their phone in order to enter the room. So Disney's not going to let you in until that room is ready for you to be let in. Using online check-in allows guests to take advantage of the direct-to-room service. If you're unfamiliar with this, here's how it works. You follow these simple steps to enjoy direct-to-room service. Remind me to tell you a funny story about this.
I will.
Number 1, link your Disney Resort Hotel reservation to your Disney account. Number 2, use online check-in service prior to arrival.
Check in.
Number 3, on your arrival day, use the My Disney Experience app to get real-time resort reservation updates, including a notification when your room is ready. It's a lot like a bourbon glass. Number 4, when you receive notice that your room is ready, simply use the My Disney Experience app to find your room and unlock your room with either your Magic Band or the Unlock Your Door feature in the app. That's right. So, all those things, if you're a seasoned Disney vacationer, you'll be like, so I don't get the map, I don't get that, I've got to use the app. Yes, you got to use the app.
You have to use the app, but come on, do you need another map?
You're literally going to be walking around Caribbean Beach Resort going, Marco, and your room's not going to be saying Polo.
No.
If you arrive before your room is ready, make sure notifications are enabled on your My Disney Experience app. Disney will notify you as soon as your room is ready. Check-in time for all Disney Resort hotels is, anyone? Anyone?
It's the same time as the 3 o'clock parade.
There's a clue.
What time is the 3 o'clock parade?
At 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's it!
And except for the deluxe Disney Deluxe Villa Resorts, which have a check-in time of 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Need a little extra time in those villas.
There's more to clean.
So yeah.
We've been in those villas.
If you have questions, the Disney app will have an opportunity to connect you with a Disney representative. Mm-hmm. Again, please do not go to the front desk if you don't have to. That's the nicest way that they can say it. So please don't go to the front desk.
I did have one piece of little news I was going to add at the end of this.
Ooh, add it.
So I just wanted to wish a congratulations and happy running to everyone who was able to register today for Disney's Princess Weekend, which will be coming up next February. Good job for you. As far as we could tell, everything, all 4 races, or 3 races, the 5K, the 10K, the half marathon, and then the challenge, all sold out in under 30 minutes.
Wow. What a shock.
So I guess we know where everybody's taking their deferred mortgage payments. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Those stimulus checks went straight to Disney.
Yeah, and?
Yeah, that's the way that works.
Does that shock you?
Not really. That's what, nothing anyway.
All right, yeah, be nice.
Go ahead.
All right, well, I think we're up to the Q&A section.
Yeah, you guys have any questions in the chat room? We'd love to answer them.
All right, our friend Mike says, what's up, party people? Love the shirts.
Woo, woo. We got our fabulous Hudson Hornet t-shirts from the Disney by the Numbers T-shirt Club.
All right, so this shirt was actually inspired tonight. The longer quarantine goes, or the longer the working from home goes, the higher my hair keeps getting.
Girl, her hair the other day, I swear to God, it was up to here. It was
I was kind of playing.
Glorious.
It was it was one of those, it was bouffant.
I felt like we was going to church, y'all. We was going to go have us a good time. We were going to get together for a picnic later on down at Ellie Mae's house. It was going to be amazing.
So I was trying to get a little flatter this evening, and it just wasn't working. So I decided we would just take, don't you dare, we would just take a nice little drive down Route 66, check out flows, go over, maybe spend a romantic evening in the Cozy Cone, and visit the fabulous Hudson Hornet Museum.
Maybe we can get a milkshake with 2 straws.
Aww. All right. See what you started, Mike? See what you started? All right. Let's see. Somebody wants to know what would happen if their pew-pew has a high temperature. I would say that's 2 strikes against you.
I would say you need to go and go down the barrel to cool it off.
Well, first of all, your pew-pew will be in your car in its little safe, or will be home and it's safe. It will not be walking through the thermoscanners because you know better. And if you have a high temperature, what Disney has been doing at Disney Springs is they have a nice little tent and they take you to the side and they've got a fan blowing on you. And it's possible, it's only because it's 89 degrees out here in the shade and you have a chance to cool down, and then they will take your temperature again and see if maybe it's not the coronavirus and maybe you've just had a very hot day out in the sun.
That's the thing that I find so funny is we went to Disney Springs the other day and they took our temperatures and they're like, oh, you're a little warm. And I'm like, but it's hot out. And they're like, yeah, it's been affecting everybody. I'm like, well, what happens when it's 106 outside?
Okay, our temperature was 98.4.
Ooh,
You have to get...
That's a whole degree higher than it's been the last 2 times.
Right, but you have to get to 100.4 before they will do anything about it. So keep that temperature in mind. And the last question, we don't know. I don't want to ask this because we don't know.
What's the question?
The question is, how is facial recognition going to work when we all have to wear?
Rumor has it.
Rumors. Yes, but that one rumor got defuncted.
Defuncted?
Defuncted.
Debunked?
No, defuncted.
Defuncted.
I'm going to hold on to this. See, here's the difference between you and I. I correct a word and you'd be like, oh, I'm such an idiot. No, I'm holding down with both hands.
Parliament and Funkadelic just got defuncted. Now they're playing,
Absolutely.
Barry Gibb music, not Barry White.
So the rumor was that Disney Springs or Disney was debating relaxing the mask rule a little bit in the open space outdoor areas at Disney Springs. Rumor. I feel like we should have a rumor sign for me to hold up between us when it's a rumor.
Tony has a rumor alert. It's annoying.
That's why I said a sign. I am not Uncle Tony. I am your real life wife.
At Disneyland, they are actually they are relaxing it a bit.
Well, the other rumor in Disneyland is that they're going to be forced to delay the opening because nobody thinks it's safe. So maybe they'll just make us all wear masks that are like the bottom half of our face.
I think facial recognition is more than just being able to see your mouth. From the eyes to the nose, I think they can pretty much get a good facial
But there's no nose.
Trust me, the technology's there, kids. We are way further along with facial recognition than you think.
And we probably watch way too much like CSI and Bones.
Well, stop and think about this. Person of interest, when facial recognition came out, was like 15 years ago.
See?
Any more questions?
No, that was it.
And that was like high tech stuff.
All right, we have a few people still watching, but
all right.
We
appreciate you guys so very much. Thanks for watching.
All right, we did want to let you know we're going to try something different for a few weeks. So we're going to be doing the Tuesday night show here from the studios, but on the weekends, it might be Friday, it might be Saturday. This week, we think it's going to be Friday. We are going to be live at CityWorks Eatery and Poorhouse. We're going to be enjoying their reopening, welcoming them back into the world of the open restaurants, checking out some of the new dishes, some of the new cocktails that they have been putting out on social media that just look yummy.
Yeah.
I almost said yumtastic, but I was afraid you were going to pick on that word too.
I'm not picking on you. I love you, baby.
You have to love me.
Well,
you got nowhere else to live during quarantine.
Or do I?
Definitely 7 p.m. Friday night, we will be online and in person at the CityWorks Eatery and Poorhouse.
Come join us.
All the way down over by the Orange Garage. Definitely come join us.
Where there's nothing else but CityWorks Eatery and Poorhouse open.
Did that close?
No.
They were open for like 2 hours.
Yeah, but by the time we'll be there, they'll be closed.
Again, they were only open for 2 hours because of the curfew. Curfew no more.
We'll see.
As long as we don't have any more, unhappy protests in Orlando. Keep them happy.
Only peaceful.
Peaceful. It's constitutional. Peaceful displays.
That's right.
So.
So come hang out with us. Come hang out with us on Friday night. We'd love to see you there. As we mentioned earlier, make sure that you come find us over on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. and Instagram, all at WDW Parkhoppers. And we want to make sure that you come find us on our home away from our website at WDWParkhoppers.com. 4 parks, 1 world.
And everything in between.
All right, guys. We'll see you later this week, Friday night, 7 p.m. at Poorhouse. Cineworks Eatery and Poorhouse. Yeah,
And
nomenclature's killing me.
if you're watching this after the fact and you have any other questions, definitely drop them down there and we will address them as they come through.
Absolutely. You guys have a great night. Be safe. Be excited. Disney resorts are opening. The NBA's coming. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Soccer's coming.
It's going to be great. We'll see you next week.